Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video we'll start with Chelsea shut down claims they met with Ruben Amorim to replace Mauricio Pochettino. Chelsea have shot down claims from Portugal that Ruben Amorim's trip to London last week was actually to speak to the Blues, not West Ham, about replacing Mauricio Pochettino. The Sporting coach was forced to apologise over the weekend after he was spotted in London just days before his side were due to face Porto in the league, with the assumption being that he was in the capital to speak with West Ham. For a long time, Amorim had been mooted as a potential replacement for Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, though the Reds' move for Feyenoord's Arne Slot saw him switch his attention elsewhere, and it was believed that he had spoken to West Ham's hierarchy about taking over from David Moyes. But on Tuesday morning, Portuguese journalist Pedro Sepulveda sensationally claimed that the trip had actually been set up by Chelsea, with Amorim meeting members of the club's board to discuss succeeding the under-pressure Pochettino. Chelsea, though, have moved quickly to deny the rumour, with the Telegraph's Matt Law reporting that the West Londoners are absolutely adamant they did not pay for Amorim's flight to London. Moreover, they did not hold any meetings or talks with the 39-year-old during his stay, with a decision over Pochettino's future and any potential managerial search only happening once the season is over. The Blues are currently marooned in 9th place in the Premier League table and are facing a fight to qualify for Europe next season, with a failure to do so potentially costing Pochettino his job. At the moment, his future is in the balance, and results and performances in the run-in will play a huge factor in determining his fate, with any suggestion of the squad downing tools reflecting badly on him. Amorim, meanwhile, apologised for taking the trip to London while Sporting are still fighting for the title and says it was a mistake to hold talks with another club. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I'll talk about this once. The first thing is that the club was aware of my trip. It's important and changes the context, Amorim said on Saturday afternoon. The second situation, talking about the cloak of secrecy surrounding the trip. I secretly parked the car outside, passed around 15 people, took photos with people and got on the plane. Therefore, remove a little bit of that thing that was done behind our backs, mainly from the club. The most important point, my trip was a mistake. The timing was completely off, it didn't seem right to me at the time, it was inappropriate, even more so when I am so demanding with my players. I am always the first to say that each one's individual problems cannot be overcome by the team, and, therefore, it was my fault. I have to accept it and live with it. Thinking coldly afterwards, it is very clear. It's also not true that I didn't explain to the players. I gave it to the players and the staff. Now it's time to move forward, also using the public part to apologise to Sporting fans, the staff, and especially, publicly, to my players. Kaiso excited for a massive derby. Moises Kaiso is looking forward to Thursday evening's Premier League match against London rivals Tottenham Hotspur and has given his view on Chelsea's continuing development under Mauricio Pochettino. Anytime Chelsea and Tottenham go head-to-head in a London derby, it is a match to get excited about. When the two teams meet at Stamford Bridge on Thursday evening, though, there is added motivation for the Blues due to this being a game in hand over the teams above us in the race for European qualification. 7th place in the Premier League table looks most likely to be the cut-off point on that front, dependent on the outcome of the FA Cup final, and a victory over Spurs would close the gap to the current occupier, Newcastle United, to just 2 points with 4 games remaining. With such an important match also representing the latest chapter of the rivalry between Chelsea and Tottenham, played under the floodlights in front of a home crowd at the Bridge, it is understandably a clash Moises Kaiso is looking forward to. It's a massive derby, said Kaiso. I hope I am going to play, and it would be amazing to play against them and show our football. Win that game, and it would be amazing for us. If head coach Mauricio Pochettino lines up as expected against Spurs, Kaiso will continue to be partnered with Conor Gallagher in midfield, although the trio that has operated for much of the season has been broken up by the injury which ruled Enzo Fernandez out for the rest of 2023-24. Conor is like a machine, you know? I like to play alongside Conor and Enzo. With Conor, he has different characteristics, added Moises. Enzo is more an offensive player and Conor is more defensive, and he helps me a lot when we need to recover the ball. It's amazing to play with both of them. Chelsea keen to sign Pau Cubarsí. According to TBR Football, Chelsea has shown interest in acquiring Barcelona sensation Pau Cubarsí, but they face stiff competition from Premier League rivals Arsenal and Manchester United. Cubarsí, who emerged from Barcelona's renowned La Masia academy this season, quickly established himself as the first-choice centre-back for the senior side. The teenager has enjoyed a remarkable breakthrough season, catching the attention of top Premier League clubs with his performances. Hailed as a spectacular player for Barcelona, Barça has featured in 20 matches across all competitions this season, underscoring his significance to the club and his potential as a rising star in European football. His rapid rise has certainly put him on the radar of several English clubs, with Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United all vying for his signature. Barça's current release clause set at just £12 million and his contract running until 2026. All interested parties have a chance to secure the talented defender's services. However, Barcelona is making efforts to deter potential suitors by seeking to extend his contract with a substantial release clause. Chelsea, known for their interest in young talent, has expressed a strong desire to bring in players like Barça. Given his exceptional development and maturity as a centre-back, he would likely slot straight into the starting lineup at Stamford Bridge. Barça's performances suggest that he is far from an inexperienced player, with few apparent weaknesses in his game. His remarkable quality and ability to form strong partnerships with his teammates in defence indicate that he could make an immediate impact on Chelsea's backline. Marcus Thuram to Chelsea. Chelsea could reportedly complete the signing of a world-class World Cup star in the summer transfer window, with his club under pressure to raise funds through player sales. According to a report from Spain, Chelsea are in the mix to sign Inter striker Marcus Thuram this summer, with his current club possibly even being forced to move him on at the end of the season. The French striker has impressed in his debut season and his market value makes him a desired target for clubs such as Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea. Inter could be forced to consider offers for him. Thuram is a player with genuine pedigree who could be a fantastic signing by Chelsea, having registered an assist in France's 2022 World Cup final defeat to Argentina. VfL Wolfsburg sporting director Marcel Schaefer has called him a world-class striker in the past, while former manager Daniel Farke said of him, "Marcus is in excellent shape. He has all the qualities to fill this position well. He's still getting used to that central striker role. It's still about running paths, but we're working on that." Farke added that Thuram is already an exceptional player of the highest international class. This season, Thuram has scored 12 goals and registered 7 assists in Serie A, en route to Inter winning the Serie A title, and he has the ruthlessness that has been sorely missing in Chelsea's attack throughout the 2023-24 campaign. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.